Hey everyone, today is the 1st of December, which means we kick off Vlogmas for those who want to do that. Last year, obviously, I had a little bit more prepared and I had a lot of equipment and able to do all the stuff that I wanted to do for Vlogmas last year. This year, however, it's going to be a lot of more mobile-like recording. I'm going to stick to either having recordings here on my phone or I'll do my GoPro. But for the most part, we're going to stick to like a mobile format, I guess, if that makes sense. So, it being December 1st, I don't really have a theme really for the Vlogmas this year. I mean, like a theme in terms of like what I'm going to do each day. I also then came up with an idea that maybe each week kind of have a theme, you know, like week 1 is basically kind of recapping the last year, kind of looking back. So lots happened this year. Some good, some obviously very devastating for our family. And, you know, gosh, it's kind of crazy. So being December 1st, it actually marks, I am now officially, it's been 5 months. I have now been officially out of the Navy. And 5 months have flown by. It's crazy how much has flown by. And I'm certainly enjoying the time. When people ask me, like, do I miss it? I really don't. And it's like, I mean, initially, like, my response is actually before they even finish the question, like, do you miss? And I'm like, yeah, no. And it's not because it's not the idea that I didn't like it. I hated it or, you know, anything like that. It was just, I was ready to leave. You know, I honestly was. I was ready to leave. And the other thing is, though, is being that pretty much the last year, almost close to last year of my active duty service was primarily spent in a form of a lockdown state. You know, we went into working from home status about March 13th of 2020. So it was weird for me because I didn't work I literally worked from home, and like working from home really wasn't working from home, just because the nature of the stuff that I did at work. I kind of actually need to be at work to do the work, so I couldn't really do it at home. So it was almost like I kind of got a taste of what like civilian life / retired life was going to be like. So when people ask me, was it different? Is it different now? It really isn't. And because we work for home for so long, and then I worked like a week on, a week off, like starting in like July, I did a week on, a week off in 2020. I think we were a week on, a week off. I think that's how our rotation was. Might have been 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on. I can't remember. Either way, doesn't really matter. It's still like, you know, we were, you know, 50% manning at the time then, so you didn't see a lot of people. So in a way, it still was kind of an odd feeling and an odd way of working. And I kind of got used to that, and I kind of like the idea of working from home. So that's kind of what I've kind of been working towards now. I've been enjoying, like, not really doing anything, to be honest with you, just enjoying taking my free time, enjoying leave when I had my terminal leave, and then when that ended, just enjoying being a civilian, right? And still looking for a house. It's getting crazy. And of course, now the craziness of all this is that somehow something got confused, miscommunicated in the process when I put all my stuff into storage. And I was very clear, like, hey, listen, this is, you know, I'm retiring. I am allotted up to a year of storage held on the government. And I said, but I'm not going to keep it here. I know where I'm moving to. I just don't have a place to physically like put this stuff yet, but I know where I'm moving to. I just want it close to where I'm at. So when I do find a home, it's a quick like, oh, sweet, get it out of storage, move it in. However, that didn't quite happen like that. It got put into, I guess, it got put into like basically a short-term storage. It was supposed to be put into long-term storage, essentially. And now my request to like extend, you know, because my 6 months ended is ending up here on December 8th. And if my extension request doesn't get approved, then the storage now is on me. And then I got to figure out like, okay, what else does that mean in terms of like, well, how do I get the whole reimbursement in terms of, or how do I file my claim? Because I guarantee you stuff is going to be broken or stuff is going to be missing. And obviously I'm not going to completely unpack the storage unit to look at this stuff. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And as far as I understand it, the government still has to move me into my home. And so then it's all this other question. So my initial request was for extension has been denied, which I don't really quite understand. And it's now getting pushed up to higher headquarters. And I think the reason why is because somehow it got misunderstood as to how this order was supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to go into short term. It was supposed to go into long term, or like a non-entity of long-term type storage where I had the ability to move it out at any point in time. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. It kind of sucks if I do have to end up start paying for it, because not only do I have to pay for the storage, but I believe I actually have to go to where it's currently located and actually visually check it. I don't know. It's kind of getting frustrated, but anyways, that's day one. Kind of a little quick of a recap, like what happened in terms of in this last year, some things that have happened, and one of them is I retired on July 1st, and today's December 1st, so I've been officially retired for 5 months. But join me back tomorrow where I talk about some other kind of stuff as I kind of look back on this last year and highlight the good and some of the not so great stuff. But it's part of, how they come, I guess, as things come. But anyways, I'm getting ready to go to the movie. I'm getting ready to go check out House of Gucci. My friends have, my Facebook friends and friends, like physically, like they're friends of mine as well, have said this is something I should go see. They recommend it. It is 2.5 hours long, so it'll be a long night. But yeah, I'm going to go see it. And I will certainly let you know what I think. Because I still, I still owe you a review on Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, anyways, stay tuned for more. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.